Now then, so this is a little bit of a call out episode. What we're doing, or what we're hoping to do, is have some kind of exhibition after the lockdown. So what we're asking everybody to do is, if you've been doing any creative activity at all during the lockdown, whether it's been doing anything that we've been doing on the YouTube, or whether, I don't know, baking a cake, writing poetry, if you've entered any kind of arts competition with what you've done, anything at all that's been creative over the lockdown period, we're hoping to do an exhibition at the end, when everything goes back and the clubs are all open again. So what I'm asking really is if you just don't throw anything away. Keep hold of what you've done. What we'll probably want is a photograph, but if you take anything that you've done to one of the clubs that we do, and they can photograph it, or we can photograph it for you there, or ideally if you photograph it and just because then it's not taking up too much space. Yeah, because we're thinking at the moment that the exhibition is going to comprise of something more digital than or printed, rather than your actual original pieces of work. Especially if you've baked a cake, we don't want to try and stick that on a wall somewhere. Hopefully you'll have already eaten it. So yeah, at the moment we don't know what we're doing. But we've had the idea that we're going to do something, so something will actually happen. But obviously we need content, so we want the things that you've been creating over this past few months, and possibly, you know, that for the next few weeks as well. Yeah, so that's basically it. So yeah, just keep hold of something, and if you've come across these videos through any other means, through the social media or something, and you don't actually come to our clubs, we do have a bit of an issue with safeguarding, which means you can't send things to us directly, but we are working on that, and we are talking to our partners in the youth clubs and the different organisations that we work with, to that you'll be able to drop them off somewhere, or might be even able to send those digitally in some fashion. But like I say, this is very early days. We've only really just had the idea of what to do, that we're going to do something. So none of these points have been finalised or anything. But yeah, if you could just hold on to stuff, and we'll have a big exhibition at some time in the future. So that being said, I've just thought I'll bring you up to date with a few things that I've been doing, which you'll have seen some of it, and but I think the main one is the journal, the stay-at-home journal that I've started doing, because everything can go in there. Absolutely anything that you do, you can put in there. You can even just, you know, cut bits of paper out and stick them in, or you can, you know, colour. Anything you've got goes in that, can go in that journal. So that's basically what I've been doing. So I'm going to quickly show you that. But first, I'll go to this camera. First, I'll just say that I've been carrying on doing me scribble drawings. Look, so using different types of materials and things. I think you might have seen some of these other ones. So yeah, so like I say, I've been carrying on doing that. I found them very, very therapeutic to do. So yeah, let's start with the I'll get my glasses on. Yeah, we'll start with the stay-at-home journal. As you can see, I keep sticking extra little pieces on here and there. So like I say, I think you might have seen some of these, but I have added to some of the pages. Like this is the page I've put in my Monster and Robot book. I've stuck that in because the last page just said the end, so I've just stuck it in on that page. I've stuck extra little pieces in as well. So this was the Scribble Monsters. I've stuck one of those in. These are the drawing over the top of a photograph. And this. These were the scribbled drawings we did, but on the video, and I didn't colour them in, but I've just put some colour over the top of those, just with just watercolour, just over the top. And that's one of the good things with Bic pens, is they are they're not water soluble once they're dry, so you can actually paint over the top. I did a lot of faces on this page, and there you go. That's one of the photographs, and then stuck on a piece of paper, and then the drawing at the side. So I did the same over here slightly. That's a picture of myself. Most of these photographs I've taken, in fact all of those are photographs I've taken, and these are my drawings that I've took a photo of and then printed off and then stuck in. Now some of these pages, like this one, it's nowhere near finished. I've just started, I've just stuck a few things in. Like I say, that's another one. Look, stick the picture in and then start drawing the outside. Again, I want to do a little bit more on there. So again, these are all, these photographs on here are film photos that I developed myself, and I've never done colour before, so that's a new one for me, to process colour pictures. And you might have noticed this, the Love Hull Books of Fun. I love the phrase books of fun. We made a video about making this, but the problem with this was, to stick it in, the back page was, it had things on the back page which you can't see there because I've done that. It had things on the back page. So what I did, I got some really groovy tape, and I just stuck it in with some tape so it can flap up and down so you can see the whole thing like that. So there we are. And again, some Zentangling, but I showed you these as examples. Drawing, oh, those are ready to be stuck in. Oh, those are some pictures that I've done that are ready to go in. And again, this is something I bought. That's just the packaging. It was a little notebook. I've just stuck that in. Some of the, you saw me paint these. Those were in Drawing Your Kit. I think this was the Looming camera. I did that as a What Was Wayne's Weekend. And this was also What Was Wayne's Weekend. These were pictures that were a direct positive that I took with my camera, and these are the actual one-off original pictures, so I've stuck those in. And can you see up here as well, that was the tessellating, repeating patterns. So I just had a little bit left after I'd made my book, so I stuck those in. And I think that's as far as I've got. It is, yeah, that's as far as I've got up to now. So one of the things with which is the last page I did, I like that page, it's kind of nice and bright and stands out. Yeah, so one of the things is whatever you've got can go in here. Can you see this? This is, I bought some socks. That was the little sticker that came on the label. So everything, anything you've got. So I'll go back to the other camera. So anything at all that you've got, anything can go in your journal. And it's good because it's, you know, you can write in it as well. I just, you know, I'm not very good at writing, so I don't write. I just put pictures and things in. But, you know, obviously you can write thoughts. It's a journal. It's yours. You can write anything you like in it. I don't put dates in mine because it's all a bit higgledy-piggledy. So some things that are at the front were done earlier on, and things later on were done later on. But like this one. These were only done, well, mind you, it's about 3 or 4 weeks ago now I did those, whereas these were done a lot further back than that. They were nearly a month before I did those. So, and they're next to each other. So it doesn't really matter whether it's got dates or things in, unless that's what you wanted to do. I mean, you could try and put dates in it and have one thing on each page. But yeah, going back to the our exhibition idea, if you've made one of these, then just photograph a page and give us that, or a few pages. But yeah, I'm hoping that the exhibition will be it'll be really good. So, but we do need your help. We need your work to go in it. So don't throw things away. Keep everything. And if you can't keep it because you don't have the space, then take a photo of it, and then it doesn't take up any space at all, does it? So thanks for viewing, and save us your stuff.